There it goes.
That'll be all right.
Dashboard.
Hopefully it'll be all right.
Can I hear us?
Ooh,
Yep, I hear us now, I believe.
the guy.
I hear some people fighting, but I think it's just people training.
Right.
All right, so pre-show topic for you tonight is about Legacy of Morgoth.
Okay.
There was not quite a civil war or anything quite that drastic in the LOTRO subreddit because it was pointed out that we don't have any...
How may I help you, friend?
That got loud quick. We don't have any media representations of Morgoth.
Yeah.
And some people are hoping in the new expansion that he will be present. That you will actually get to, like, see Morgoth.
Oh, we had to go back. What's up, Will?
Hey, well...
You had to go back to Second Age.
Right. There were just as many people hoping that you never get to see Morgoth, right?
Yeah.
That absolutely do not want that under any circumstances. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And it was just really interesting, from my perspective, to see all these people kind of arguing with each other, right?
Yeah.
About what they wanted going forward, when realistically, I don't think they're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could, I guess, but I just don't see that being something that they jump to.
Yeah.
Like, why would they? It's so risky.
Yeah. Well, also wouldn't make sense.
There we go. New word of mastery. I can just slot in right there. It already has that one.
Trying to cheat.
I wanted more lightning stuff.
More lightning.
I just like, in my opinion, if I have the option to show a character that has never been shown before immediately, or not show that character and not risk making people upset, I'm gonna not risk it.
Yeah. Finally, we're here. Turns out. Yes, we saw that today. I want to pop back to the milestone here.
Okay.
Let's pop up the kinship house and sell.
Sure, I'll follow you there.
Can.
I'm also milestone here. My icon for Kavoth is cut off for some reason. I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, because
I really thought that conversation would be longer.
well,
There's not much more to say about it, really, I guess.
Morgoth gets brought low
Mm-hmm.
at and no, you have to go back to the first age. He gets taken out in the first age.
Yeah.
I haven't slept in days.
I mean, at most, we might see like a shadowy figure, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'd take that risk. What don't I need?
Look through here.
Am I a Westament scholar? Yeah, okay, I can open these.
Okay. Get all this cleaned out.
Ooh, Scroll of Explorers lore.
Yes.
It does.
Yes. I know what it is now.
He understands.
Didn't last very long.
Couple minutes. Hey, Remus.
Hey, Remus, what's going on?
Just in case one of you two needs to leave early, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. There will not be a stream Friday. I have a funeral, and so I'm not going to stream that night. I'll say it again later in the stream. I just want to let you know now, just in case.
Right. Right. Okay, I got stuff sold off. That'll work for right now.
I have cleared out some inventory space.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Emotional damage.
I'm sorry. I'll put it this way. If I wind up streaming Friday, it's going to be super late. And I don't expect Remus to stay up for that.
I just ate that.
Nice.
Some mad baggins gold.
Come on, Trey.
That's
I know.
right.
I know.
That's right.
I have a lot of those. I need to make some of these. Would you rather have tactical mitigation or physical mastery? Physical mitigation or physical mastery?
Mastery.
Okay.
Do more damage.
Make some of these.
Arrange this. And then get you back in Minas Tirith.
So you might be up anyway. Okay. Well, what we might do then is we might plan to do a short stream super late. Be like 10 p.m. or something my time. So it'd be 3 hours after a regular stream.
That's too late. Too late.
Get a sleepy Trey stream.
Right on.
I swear, the guy in the background that was swinging his sword, I thought he was saying Trans Am.
He was. He's very excited.
I'm almost done making these and I'll pour it back to you. But these should help us. Though I don't know if we'll actually see combat tonight or not.
Possibly.
Got a city to explore.
That's right. That's
You,
right.
you just got to
Made
pick
it.
the next thing, you know.
Don't give me ideas.
We got one more to make after this. Or two more to make, I guess, of 14. But they give us 439 physical and tactical mastery for 1 hour. It's crazy how much better these get as time goes by.
Yes, as you level up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, IBO's a good ways off. You pick that one. It's
That's right. Then pick Witch from Mercury.
right.
That way I can cover it for a while.
That's not the newest one now, though. Now it's Requiem for Vengeance.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Hurry up, Rundgren.
Hey, there you go. It doesn't matter.
You got a couple minutes without it.
Yeah. Can I finish the second seat in a 00?
Finish that first.
All right.
Put a lock on this so. I promise, we'll talk about 00 very soon. We have a big city to walk across. So.
No, hold on. Let's go ahead and check in our
Some
main
dark
quest
sorcery
here.
lurks within Faramir's wound.
I wish we'd met under different circumstances, but I'm glad you came to Faramir's defense when you did. His wound is not deep, but I fear that some fell sorcery remains within it. He swoons and does not respond to our voices. I'll bring you to his father in the White Tower. Steward Denethor will want to see what has become of his son. Boromir, he would have died already.
Right.
I hope that son and father both will have the strength to come through this. The line is strong, I'm sure they will. Still, for Faramir to be wounded thus, and so soon after word reaches of his brother's demise, seems that there will be no end to the challenges set before us in these dark days. I wish we could sit and speak in peace at Dol Amroth, my home. But that is a wish that must wait. I go now to the steward. Got talk to Gandalf right over here.
Very nice, Remus. I've been running Knights of Dol Amroth in all my white magic decks.
Okay.
We must hope Faramir's wounding came
I do not worry about you,
more
but
good.
there is something unnatural about the wound suffered by Faramir during his retreat from the Causeway Forts. I've seen a wound of its type before, but this seems to have a greatly accelerated pace in the healing hands of Elrond many mountains away. Gandalf sighs wearily. Yeah, he carries that. He's holding Faramir. There were many servants of the enemy near to Faramir on that field. We must hope that his wound was not caused by a weapon of Morgul make, for there will be no hope of a cure if that be so. I told Imrahil the same as I am telling you. Do not speak of this worry to Denethor. It may prove unnecessary. but we must not give him reason to despair for the life of Faramir. The young captain is his only remaining heir. We need the steward to focus on the battle that is sure to come if Minas Tirith is to stand.
But Gandalf, he just said that's exactly where he's taking him.
Right. Gandalf suddenly stares at you piercingly. Of course, I am glad to see you, but there is work now to be done, and little time with which to do it. The pleasantries can wait until the war is done, if that is a boon we are to be given.
Gandalf, back when you were the Grey, you were
will
my
need
teacher.
to freely travel
Right.
throughout the city.
Hey, Faith, glad you're here.
Hello, Faith. The
All right.
7 gates.
You travel as I do, on the wings of the storm. That's why we call it the Talons of the Stormcrow.
Yeah.
Men may call you a harbinger of dark times, but in truth, we go where we are most needed. Today, that is Minas Tirith, the Tower of the God. You will need to freely travel throughout the city if you're to best serve the people of Minas Tirith. Any obstruction to your free passage will hinder your efforts, and that is a help to the enemy. The city climbs the easternmost spur. The city climbs the easternmost spur of the White Mountains, ascending in 7 levels, each separated by a gate. Men of Gondor safeguard greater and lesser passwords for each gate, and lesser passwords change frequently, and the greater passwords remain in use for much longer. I will give you my pledge of your trustworthiness. Show it to the guards at each gate, and they will teach you the passwords for each gate. And one more thing. The men of Gondor know me by the name Gandalf. They call me Mithrandir, and I invite you to do the same.
Like I said, I felt like we'd have time to talk Gundam, because I felt like we were going to have to go to each level of the city here.
Okay. So if you look on the map, you can see where the ring is down here in that gold bar that leads up.
Real quick, I'm going to run over here and talk to this guy. I have an introduction quest here.
Ah,
Kurgand. He's got another quest, too.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
yes, speaking of people.
Overseeing repairs. Okay.
Go this way. All right.
Oh, you son. Should I or should I not pick up quests as we go, by the way?
Oh. You riding? You got room for him?
I should.
Head for the, and for the ramp.
We start the running.
South guest house, the old guest house. Oh, you can quest are below. All right, so Double O finished off the first season.
Season 1.
A little bit of Trans Am action
Yeah.
as the final gift with the crazy old dead guy.
Aeolia Shinberg.
Yes.
I still really liked it. I have my big complaints with it, Season 1, but on a whole, I still really enjoyed Season 1.
Stop right here because these things are hidden.
I'm right up behind you.
Ramp.
My biggest complaint with Season 1 is Alejandro Corner, just as it always has been. Can't stand that guy. But people know my thoughts on Double O. What did you think about Season 1 of Double O?
Not the worst. I thought it was all right. I thought it was all right. They still. It's like I really wish y'all would learn how to tell a story, but I understand how it goes. And some of the dialogue. Look, I like when it's set up for the end. If you're set up for a new season here at the end, that's good. You know, we've lost some main characters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but in the losing. In those final episodes, it was like all the dialogue was written by some, moody edgelord. You got to have 15 minutes of dialogue for one sword strike.
I think parts of it were still solid, like the dialogue that was between Alleluia and Hallelujah, where they were choosing to work together. That was pretty solid. Then the stuff with Lock-On and Aliel Sanchez, their dialogue was tropey, right? I mean,
Yeah.
You put any revenge story, put those lines there, you're fine. But it did the job it needed to. It was mostly Setsuna and Tieria. It's
Yeah.
just like everything they, and at least Tierius was about his character. Setsina's was just, I'm gonna find my way forward.
Yeah. And they, they killed Lock-On. Lock-On dies,
Lock on,
and they
lock on,
really drag that out.
lock on, lock on.
And it doesn't.
I am a Gundam.
Thank you, Setsina. Thank you.
It doesn't. One, it doesn't hit as hard as they want it to for the story. I know what they're meaning for this to do with the story, right? Doesn't go. You haven't. The story's not that good for me to care that much.
Sure.
Even though that's probably my favorite character so far.
Yeah,
was
I
Lock
love
On.
lock on.
Right. Go through that. Didn't really wait, and then the amount of time necessary that you extended out.
Thank you, Kira. Thank
Right.
you.
It's still making. That's how I felt. But like his death would be much more effective. I know it's cool they want to give him a last stand, and then he survives that and is floating, and Setsuna's coming to him. Then that other thing explodes, and that finally.
I hate it.
Yeah. Like, do the hand thing on the globe or whatever.
I still think him dying from the explosion of him firing that gun would have been way cooler.
Yeah. Or just have that guy take him out.
Yeah.
He's too messed up. He can offer a good fight back. That guy kills him.
But I will say, where I think you and I differ on this is that though Lock-On's death itself doesn't affect me very much at all, Haro crying out for him, the machine that doesn't understand death,
Yeah.
that hits me hard. That one hurts me.
Yeah, but it's like you really haven't built this. You're using cheap effects.
Oh, for
to
sure.
Get an emotional.
Yeah.
Get an emotional thing. It's like you can. If I start a show, and especially if you have anything smaller than you, human-wise, that you care about, children or siblings, nieces and nephews, where you have, you're in the line. It's heartbreaking when they're crying because something's happened that they can't understand.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Even if it's like not, even if it's not that bad, it's like you can't.
Yeah, they can't parse it.
anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of cheap. Like starting out a movie, watching his family get killed, and have the little 4-year-old, 3-year-old just standing there crying, calling for mama that's never going to come.
Yeah.
That's going to wreck a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Now, if you can do something with that to make the story, but to just kind of throw that in, like there at the end, in this case, at the end of the season, with hard and everything. Like I said, there's nothing. You haven't done enough to deserve my emotional reaction.
Sure.
For that, outside of just like that's sad.
I think one of the biggest problems with the main cast of 00, of the 4 Gundam Meisters, is that they're not given enough time to breathe together.
Yeah.
Like when you have that moment where Setsuna is breaking down because Lock-On's died, I look at that and go, well, of course, narratively I understand what they're doing. Lock-On was like a parent to him,
Yeah.
But where were those scenes of Lock-On being the parent to him? There were a couple good ones early on, and then it didn't happen again. Tieria, like, being a robot, and Lock-On figuring it out. Sure, that's fine. I'm super good with that. Lock-On pays attention to small details.
Yeah.
Where are the scenes of Lock-On trying to help him come out of his shell before his death?
Yeah.
That make it matter for
Exactly.
Tieria?
There's no reason why Tierra should care there at that point. Right? There's no reason why Tierra should be upset to the point of breaking down. Something which seems like is anathema to this character.
Right. Not to just, throw everything back to First Gundam, but when Ryu Jose dies in First Gundam, you understand why they all care. You've seen him be like the big brother to Amuro.
Yeah.
Like the confidant to Bright, the pick-me-up for Mirai. You've seen that.
Yeah.
So when Amuro's in his room just dead-eye staring,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I understand why he feels that way.
Yeah.
That's why later on when Sleggar Law sacrificed himself, nobody's doing that. Because Sleggar didn't have that relationship with him.
Yeah. Well, also that was, in original Gundam, that does mean something because it did something.
Yeah. It galvanized the crew. It
Well,
saved Kai's life.
Yeah, that death was sacrificed for something that pays off.
Yeah.
We get to keep all these characters, and these characters are going to do something with it, right?
Right.
We talked, Oliver's the big.
Yeah.
Why was he sacrificed?
Yeah. I did. I liked Slacker. So did Mirai, I guess, if that helps. But
Right.
yeah, Oliver is the best example. Absolutely. His death adds nothing to the story.
Yeah. Why did he sacrifice himself for no reason?
Ugh. Got to give some shout outs, though, real quick.
Yeah.
Ali Al-Sanchez shooting Michael Trinity in the chest, right in the heart, taking his Gundam. Pretty cool,
Yeah.
you know? He didn't try and play a bunch of, like, I'm the better fighter. No, just...
No, but couldn't him and the other guy that ended up in the
GNX?
the Acapulco suit.
Oh, yeah.
The
Alejandro Corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, those two could have dang near been the same character.
They absolutely could. I think it actually would have been a better story if they were.
You
You
now
know?
you have a reason why all the Gundam Masters hate this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
He did talk to him. I wanted more of the two of them together. I understand why Tieria gets upset. I just wanted more reason for him to have cared, you know? Because I think what the biggest problem with Tieria is that for 18 episodes, maybe 20 episodes, he's connected to Veda, so he's not a person.
He's not. Not only that, there is never really an example of him giving a crap about anybody else.
Right.
Like you get this feeling that everybody else dies, this guy's gonna keep going with playing. You know.
Then when
he would kill everybody else to get that.
Oh, absolutely.
Job, right.
When he gets disconnected, all of a sudden he's a character.
Yeah.
Which is fine, you know. No, I hate the Alvatore so bad.
The avocado.
Yeah.
The albacore.
But I just think we needed more time where he wasn't connected to Veda for me to understand why suddenly everything matters so much. Like the moment when it looks like Alleluia's been shot down, there has never been a good scene between Thierry and Alleluia.
Yeah.
And Thierry is like, oh, it's like, okay, well maybe because that's his comrade, sure, but I just wanted more of the four being together.
Yeah.
Like for all my problems with Double Zeta, I understand why those characters care about each other.
Yeah.
They're friends.
Yeah.
But
You don't. I don't need necessarily flashbacks to somebody giving somebody else a birdie, but
right. Yeah, please no.
Still.
Please no birdie.
not too bad. It's kind of, I don't know.
I love
the storyboarding, the art's fantastic. The storyboarding, the soundtrack's solid.
Plan. That's all he cared about.
Yeah. The soundtrack, soundtrack's solid.
Love
The
this.
storyboarding is really great in some shots. Really, really good.
That moment where the asteroid's there and the Kyrios goes up this way and the Nodle comes down this way and it makes the yin yang symbol.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, I mean, a lot of that was good and thought out, but like the big picture doesn't work.
Well, we still got a season to go, so it could all come together.
Or it could just fall completely apart.
I think I've been on record many times saying that season 1 of Double O, I love what they were trying to do with it. I love a lot of the characters, especially a lot of the side characters. I'm not a big fan of Saji and Louise, but other than them, like Graham Aker, Howard Mason, Daryl Johnson.
Circle is home to
Sorry,
ale-holes,
I-
barracks, armories.
No,
and
go ahead.
wielding.
You can go ahead and read this one and we can keep running while I talk.
Okay. Mithandra's word is enough for me. I will teach you the greater password for the sword gate. The password is Beacons of Gondor, shared with no one. Beyond this gate lies the second circle of the city, known to the people of Gondor as the Soldier's Tier. This tier of the city is home to several ale halls and barracks catering to soldiers and the town guard, as well as a number of armories and the wielding yard. Go in peace and cause no trouble within the city. We have enough of that to spare if the scouts can be trusted.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I gotta go to the next.
Also,
gate.
don't mind this dude that's following me around. He's an NPC from a quest I picked up. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah. So we gotta go to the other side now.
But no, all those side characters I think were really fun.
Yeah.
Even like
Master.
Patrick
Gondor
Kolasauer
needs your
and
aid.
Caddy Monacan, the colonel that he was talking to all the time.
Yeah.
Sergei Smirnov and Soma Pires, wonderful. Love the way she grows over the season, where she won't even kill her enemy because Sergei needs help.
Yeah.
Graham Aker, love him.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Brian's a good character.
And that moment at the end where you're like, okay, why is he talking about love? What's going on here? And it's like, oh no, this is just Graham being Graham. He's about to get into how that love is turned to hate.
Yeah.
But no, I don't love the villain. Alejandro Corner drags it down a lot for me. And I think it is helped somewhat by the reveal at the end with Ribbons.
Well, yeah, this you can feel like, yeah. Gonna get rid of this guy now.
Yeah. Just the moment when Ribbons called him a jester, you laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course. This guy, all that he was doing was hinging on this other guy.
I would
that
like you
pretended.
to point out the other fact about that, though. That I did see that coming.
Yes, you called that 20 episodes ago.
Yes.
As soon as Ribbons Allmark was on screen,
Yeah.
Rundgren's response was, oh, so that's the bad guy. I had to keep my mouth shut.
Yes. I understand. That's right here. Up to the next gate.
To the next gate.
Yeah.
No, I love the first season. I love the suits. I love the music. I love the storyboarding. Like a lot of the characters. I don't love the second season much. There's a couple real good moments.
Yeah.
Teach us the password.
Beyond this gate lies the third circle.
I will teach you
The
the greater
craftsman's
password for
tier.
the Silver Gate. The password is Honorian. You will find it easy to remember, for he was the son of Elendil, who ordered the construction of the city. At that time, it was called Minas Anor, or the Tower of the Sun, but has since been renamed Minas Tirith, the Tower of the God. Beyond this gate lies the third circle of the city, the craftsman's tier. This tier of the city houses shops and smithies, as well as the clothier's market and fellow hall. Builders and merchants will find much to attend their needs on this tier of the city, as will any who seek the auctioneers at the House of Clumber.
I feel like this tier will have the Scholars Guild and stuff like that, too. Table Master?
Yeah. So one on each tier.
These are troublesome times indeed.
We're gonna go up to the next gate, which is all the way around this side.
So I do have a very specific 00 question for you, though.
Okay.
Which is, after Trans Am has been hyped up all this time, do you think it was worth it?
Oh, I like the Trans Am thing. It's kind of funny because, like, that's really kind of out of. Yeah. It's definitely not science fiction anymore. It's science fantasy
Sure.
at that point, with it, the speed is moving, being able to control it at that speed, and it's a cool, like, overpowered thing.
Yeah.
Going through. Here we go.
I did like the little Omni Slash reference.
Yeah.
The first time that XEA uses it. Thank you.
Throw it in the zone.
And I liked a lot of the little moments too. Like, again, Alleluia and Hallelujah working together for the first time,
Yeah.
benefiting each other, and the voices slowly bleeding into each other until there weren't two lines of dialogue, it was just one. The reveal that. So, did you like the blank? It's a good question. Did you like the blank?
Sometime.
Prince Imrahil carried Faramir through this gate. Will he live?
Right.
He must.
Mithrandir says you are trustworthy. There are some for whom that would not be enough, but it is not my place to deny you. I will teach you the greater password for the Lord's Gate. The password is House of Stewards. There has been no king for nearly 1,000 years, and Gondor is now ruled by a line of stewards. Mere minutes ago, I allowed the Prince of Dol Amroth passage through the gate, and it seemed to me that he bore the body of Faramir, the son of Steward Denethor. I could not tell if there was life in him, but I fear for the line of stewards if he should die, or has done so already. It is whispered that Boromir has already fallen. It here shakes his head with a frown. Forgive my gossiping tongue. Beyond this gate is the fourth circle, known to the folk of the city as the players here. Minstrels and actors frequent the court of Vorumwe and the Blue Theatre, and their wealthy patrons gather at the baths and guest houses between performances. The entrance to the great cistern that feeds most of the city is also on this level, but you would be wise to leave it be. The footing can be treacherous, and the watershed has claimed more than a few careless lives. There will be some quests around there too if you do some quests through the city.
Very nice.
How may I help
Master?
you, friend?
Liking the city so far. It's pretty nice.
Go back to the other side and up another level. Is that time? Is it, Nightbot? Is it?
Well, I'll wait to continue what I was saying then.
Find out. Oh my gosh.
Evasion. Take a drink during ad time. If it's actually ad time. I don't know that it really is.
Alright, can't tell.
Remus says it is not. No, I like the reveal that Soma Pyrrhus thought she was like the perfect super soldier this whole time.
Yeah.
But in actuality, Alleluia
Not even
is.
close.
Because he's got the two personalities to be able to handle the brainwaves.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's fun. Are you following this child too?
No, but he's running in front of me.
I'm gonna get you, kid. It's actually... I was gonna say it's actually really easy when we run faster than the child, but in hindsight, of course we do.
Are you chasing the child or?
Nah, you didn't pick up the quest. I can chase him later.
Okay, we're back up here. Yeah, that leads down to the cisterns.
I can chase children later. Oh, look at that view.
Yeah. We're not even at the top yet.
Oh, I'm excited to get up there.
People see, look off.
So far, I'm digging the city. It is a little bigger than I want it to be, maybe.
Yeah, it'll feel huge when you start questing here. And running up and down.
The fifth circle is
I
the
see that
sage's
Miss
tale,
Randir has
and it is a
vouchsafed
place
for you.
of learning.
But it's not enough for me to teach you the greater password for this gate. I will teach you the lesser password, as I've instructed to do for friends of the wizard who are not known to me. The password is poetry. I understand that the lesser passwords change frequently, so conclude your business here with haste. The fifth circle is known as the sage's tier, and it is a place of learning. Scholars study the stars from its Ori and Tower, and natural philosophers make learned arguments within its quiet courtyards. Several archives can be found in the fifth circle, as can the houses of law and the scriptorium, where copies are made of valuable documents and records.
Very well. We must conclude our business here quickly then.
Alright, we're going up to the next circle.
My favorite thing about that joke, Remus, is that you did it the way that LOTRO does it. Like it's quest item added, not just item added to your inventory.
Yeah.
You put the work in for that joke, and I appreciate it. Been trying to hit all of these placards as we go by.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think I've gotten all of them, but it's a big city.
Yeah, there's like 3 different placard deeds. There might be one for each level.
Oh boy.
The archives and voting deed.
So I did have a question for you about LOTRO. I saw somebody say something on the subreddit about how the old like traceries and stuff,
Yeah.
when you pass the level that they cap out at, they don't keep working. They just drop off. Like they're just useless.
Oh. Huh. So it might be a good idea to make sure you're staying up to date with those.
Well, I was just curious because if that's true, mine are gonna go useless in 2 levels.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I just thought when, and you got a level up version of the same wine, it was better.
That's what I thought too. But somebody on the subreddit was complaining that they stopped doing near half the damage they were doing before. Somebody was like, yeah, it's because your traceries died. Because you got above the level cap.
Ah.
It's like, oh. I stopped to talk to the lore master trainer. I didn't even think to check the shop. For some reason, I tried to train skills.
Just in case.
Yeah, you know. Might have something new.
The Dome of the Sun is in the
This
sixth
is the gate of
circle.
stones to the
The
sixth
Council of
circle of the
Gondor
city.
meets
It is
there.
my duty to tell you that Mithrandir's word of your worthiness earns you the lesser password only. Conduct your business with speed and depart. The password for now is vigilance. The sixth circle is known to folk of the city as a master's tier, but few of them ever climb to this gate. The houses of healing can be found on this tier, along with the cold hall, where the dead are brought to be washed, clothed, and prepared for interment in the tombs, or, in the case of the common folk, the ossuaries, within the Hill of the Guard. The Dome of the Sun can also be found on this level. That is where the Council of Gondor meets to decide matters of state, and errand riders bring their resolutions throughout the city and to other reaches of Gondor. They have had much to discuss of late, and I urge you not to bother them.
I think I see what you mean about how they wanted this to be the next hub.
Yeah.
Like, you get a full explanation of each tier, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Stable Master.
Yes. Stable Master.
How may I help you, friend?
I missed the Stable Master on the Sages tier. I can get it later.
I did too.
I can get it later.
Fair hole.
Oh yeah, it is a different deed for each level.
Yeah.
Well,
Lots of stuff to get through out here.
Guard of the Citadel, Yorless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of funny, isn't Immerhill the fair?
Yeah.
He's gone through the fair hall. Haha. It's not really that funny. I don't know why I thought it was. But...
And
It is the steward's command that you learn only the
Mithrandir's
lesser
pledge
password for
is
this
of
gate.
value, but I must follow the commands of the steward. It is his wish that friends of the wizard learn the lesser password for the citadel and no other. The password is justice. The seventh circle of the city is called the Citadel, but it is also known as the Steward's Tier. Some of the common folk refer to it as the King's Tier, but that seems distasteful to me. There has been no king in Gondor for many hundreds of years, and the wise rule of the stewards has served us well, if you ask me. The Tower of Ithilien stands proudly atop the city, a sign of Gondor's might. Steward Denethor rules within the Hall of Kings, but you will only see within at his direct invitation. The path atop the city pier is patrolled by guards of the Citadel and kept clear of obstructions. If you wish to walk to the ship's prow and behold the view, do so in safety, while that is still possible.
I do wish to do that, please, actually.
That's the only reason I really wanted to climb. Go here.
Mithrandir!
Oh yeah.
First, I'm gonna grab this placard.
You were denied the greater passwords for some of the levels. What rubbish.
For the last 3.
You were denied the greater passwords for some of the level. What rubbish. Denethor seeks to demonstrate his authority. He should be prepared for war with his enemy instead of hindering his allies. Does not matter. For now, you have free passage to the city. Minas Tirith is strong, and it was built in 7 levels with strategic purpose. Did you know how the gates alternate sides? First on the south, then the north, and then on the south again. Such a design causes the ascending road to pass through the neath in the pier at regular intervals, and carving so many arched tunnels into stone could not have been easy. It was done at Anorian's command so the city could be easily fortified, and an opposing force would have a long road to march before reaching the height of the city.
Makes sense.
The walls of the city have never been breached. No enemy has broken the gates. Denethor knows this. He believes that Minas Tirith cannot fall, and that knowledge gives him strength, but it is also a weakness. He refuses the help that I might give him, the help you could provide. I think that is an error.
I agree.
Shoes, boots, tough boots.
Those new shoes are much better for me.
We must not rely on the strength
some
of the
more
walls. The people must be strong.
We must not rely solely on the strength of these walls. We must ensure that the people are strong as well. It will not be long before the enemy is arrayed before the walls, and in that moment the city's defenders will need courage with deep foundations. There are some with whom you should speak, my friend. Unresolved matters may linger and cast hearts into confusion when the end approaches. Day-to-day affairs in the city are managed by a group of officials that comprise the Council of Gondor. They meet in the Dome of the Stars on the Sixth Circle. Introduce yourself to the door ward and do what you can to aid the council. I came here in the company of Peregrine Took, Hobbit of the Shire. He is now a guard of the Citadel. The less said of that, the better. And I expect he could use a friendly word from you. I spoke with Lord Dunhere of the Blackroot Vale a short time ago, and it seems that his sons left the city without his permission, and indeed against his direct command. I understand that you met Dulan and Derafun during their ill-advised adventure. Find them within one of the taverns in the lower circle of the cities, and perhaps something can be done to soothe their father's temperature.
Very well.
Okay, before we do all of that,
Yes.
you go up here.
Stop and look at the white tree for a second.
Yes. Understand. There's different plaques out here
Okay.
for kings and stewards.
Oh, nice. I'm just going to do like a tour of the city. Grabbing placards.
Yeah.
Chad, if I do a late night Friday stream, just a short one, something weird, get ready, because it's going to be weird. Pick the strangest game I can think of. Oh!
Yeah. Bye. See you later, everybody. I'll watch you. New deed, a long way down.
Yeah. I wanted to see the view.
Come on, Trey.
What new deed you got there, huh?
Yeah, it's called a long way. It gives me a title, too. The Flighty.
Yeah. You found the swiftest way down to the gates of Minas Tirith.
Yep. I got 5 minutes to your silver pieces for that.
Yeah. Just jumping off the edge. Why not? Didn't do it on purpose.
How do I? Yeah, I gotta go all the way back up.
Stable master.
Yep. I just wanted to see the view. Did you show the viewers the view at least?
Oh yeah, we were at the edge. We were right there. We watched you fall. I watched you all the way down. You fool.
Well, is this the master's tier, right? It's the closest one. Yeah. I'll swift travel up there.
Let me see the view. See, got a good view of the gates down there.
It's just like in the Moria when I fell down the well.
Wilhelm screamed.
Yep. Sounded like Boba Fett. Okay. I'm gonna mount up. Might be a mistake to use my warhorse in the city.
Probably. Did it bring you up here?
Brought me up to the master tier. Yeah, I'm coming around.
Okay, well, I'm still on the Great Pier.
I think I went the wrong way. I'm at the Dome of the Sun.
Okay, well.
I was supposed to be in the Hall of the Fair and go up from there. Oh, that rhymed. That's nice. I'm gonna learn my way around this city. There's a barber right here.
Yes.
Oh, maybe I was in the... It's a big city, man. Here we go. This is the ramp.
Okay, I'm over here
Here's Neath.
by Peregrine Took.
Right? I'm almost there. Reach the gate of the tree. Dismount. I'm stuck in a wall.
It's been a while since we've seen Peregrine Took.
Yeah,
In fact, I don't think we've seen him since Isengard.
I think so.
Ah, it is good to see a
Well,
familiar face
hello.
in this city of
Gandalf
strangers.
hinted that I might be seeing you shortly, but I wasn't sure I believed him. It was good to see a familiar face in this grand city of strangers. I have met a few friends already, but this city is not built to hobbit scale, is it? I find it quite overwhelming. On the off chance that you really would be turning up, I arranged with one of the taverns for a picnic lunch, and I expect it is nearly ready. There should be enough good food and drink for the two of us, and we can share stories and catch up on our adventures. I say our adventures, but really mine has not been very eventful since we last met. You're in a guard uniform. I hope it stays that way, and I am not ashamed to admit it. Doesn't seem likely, though, does it? The proprietor of the Thirsty Seer in the fifth circle of the city should have the picnic basket set up by now. You go down there, pick it up, and carry it out to the edge of the pier, and we can have a lovely lunch at the watch point. I'll meet you out there, but be sure to bring the picnic basket.
All right.
A picnic basket?
I think
Hey, boo.
this is the first of many fetch quests.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I'll pick up this quest from Ormatar, the captain of the guard, too.
Gate of the tree.
You went up here? No, you went down.
Yeah. I climbed down the mysterious tower.
Can I survive this fall?
Why not?
It won't even let me try, so I'm gonna guess the answer is no. Have a good one, Will.
See you later, Will. Have a good night, sir. God bless. Best wishes and all that. Hopefully we'll see him next Monday.
Hopefully so. Talk about season 2. I'm lost again.
And this is the way it shall
Come
go.
on, Trey.
Well, I'm telling you,
I know.
man.
This is Minas Tirith, right?
Yeah.
Back this way. The map is not very helpful.
Okay, you're up on the top. Look for the big stairs that lead up, and there's a door, a hallway to the left of it. The big
Left.
stairs
Okay,
to the
right
left
here.
of it, right there, yes.
So that little yellow square is stairs on the map.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stay over here by Othnar.
I'm on the way down.
Othnar.
I'm gonna elk up.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Stand looking at the map and see.
That was me going Centurion.
I got you. I don't know if it would help, so I wasn't gonna, you know. May not, so I wasn't gonna start you.
I'm here.
Okay, right here. Othnar.
Welcome to the Dome of the Sun.
Welcome to
Where
the Dome
meets
of
the
the Sun.
Council of Gondor.
Word of your deeds is moving throughout the city like a fire in the brush. It sounds as if you have had many adventures and saved many good folk from the swords and axes of evil. May you continue to do so on our behalf, worthy brother. You have just missed the meeting of the council, but if you go within, you may be able to lend some aid to Arodor, chief scribe of the council. The meetings have been contentious of late, and the number of raised voices I've heard from my position here has only increased in recent days. Seems no two voices can agree on a single course of action, for each member of the council has his own interests to look after. Can they not see that we must be united if we survive the upcoming storm? I am just a door ward. It is not my place to speak so. There are some in the city who speak against the council, but you will not find me speaking such sedition.
Why do I feel like somebody in here is secretly going to be a supporter of Sauron? Ooh, they got a model of MINAS TIRITH. That is sick. I fell off that just a minute ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back at some point and look at that view.
Look, I'm a giant.
I'm sure some people have taken pictures with that.
Oh, yeah.
Arador is over here.
I'm actually lagging up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Let it come around and speak to the man, Arador.
Yes? Ah, I wonder if you might do me a favor.
Yes. Ah. The brawl of whom Mithradnir speaks so highly. I'm sorry to tell you that you have just missed the meeting of the council. See the state in which we've left this place. I wonder if you might do me a favor. I need to finish organizing these papers. Perhaps you might gather up the rest of the notes scattered about the chamber. The members of the council are masters of their various duties, but they trust that I will note down the matters of decision and do not stay behind to ensure that I recorded everything. I do my own duty as best I may, but I must ensure that nothing slips by my notice amid the confusion.
I thought for a second that guy was voiced by Ali Al-Sanchez.
Okay, scatter papers, scribbled notes. I got the notes.
You are getting a little bit of lag, aren't you?
Yeah.
Normally we lag at the same time. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I actually got, Faith and I were playing the other night. I actually got kicked out.
Really?
When Link did, yeah.
Huh.
But she didn't, so I'm not sure.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, what caused it. Papers, papers, papers.
I have 8 of 8 now. Arador, son of Arathor. He's not, but can you imagine if Aragorn just had a brother that was part of the Council of Gondor?
Right. That makes things a little bit easier. Oh, come on, there they are. Here you are, sir. Take your notes. The
I
collected
am
papers.
nearly ready. Let me copy this
Thank
down.
you very much.
It will
Let me
not be
copy down any of the important matters from these papers, and now I'll have another request for you. It will not be long. Gotta
Okay.
wait for him. Wait.
He tells me this is going to be...
We got a timer over here.
Yeah.
I need you to code at some point.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for Remus to remind me.
Yeah.
So, the code is the stars shone out.
The star shone.
Star shone out. Which is an interesting code.
Well, it's not the Lord candles.
I like how you say a long time ago when it was last week. Remus, you're hired again, because I had forgotten.
Ash. Are you through, Arador?
I need someone to bring these resolutions
There we go.
throughout the city.
I have finished writing out the Council of Gondor's most recent resolutions. Now I need someone to bring these throughout the city so the city leaders can take the appropriate action. Normally I'd send an errand rider, but if you'd like to meet some members of the council, perhaps you can perform this duty. Ah, very good. I didn't even get a chance to answer. Here are the stack of resolutions that require immediate action. They are labeled with the correct recipients. Do you see? Here's a list. Torchon, the warden of the House of Healing. Ekadon, captain of the garrison. Kelafir, the warden of coffers. Miradil, the warden of stores. Thank you for this. You've been doing the city a great service.
Thank you, Remus. Thank you.
All right. Glory. The code is.
I do think it's funny though that last week I was like, yeah, I think I've got it now. I think I've got it down. And I immediately forgot the next week.
Yes.
Also, it's crazy on this new diet. My sugar will get low and I'll feel myself start to like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not thinking as clearly, and then I just
Feel better?
bring that sugar back up. That was the thing when he told me the new diet that I didn't expect. He told me all kinds of stuff to watch out for, and I guess he didn't think he had to tell me, make sure you're getting enough sugar.
Right. It's probably usually the hardest thing for, a lot of people. Diabetes.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You purchasing Dr. Pepper?
Behind some glass. Break glass in case of emergency.
I didn't get lost this time. I was behind you.
As you know, I am
That
the
was
warden
very
of
fast.
the house.
Perhaps you
of
become an
Keith.
errand rider for the city. Suppose it would be difficult for you to leave the adventuring life behind, but prompt delivery of messages is something to be prized. You seem quite skilled at it. As you know, I am the warden of the House of Healing. At the council meeting that just concluded, I requested an increase in supplies and goods for the use of my healers, spare clothes, water for boiling, warm blankets. The council agreed with the principle of my request, but not to its whole extent. I have been granted an increase, but a small one. It is better than no increase at all, I suppose. We'll take the blankets and clothes from evacuated houses, and the owners have no current need of them. And I will arrange with the warden of the wells to provide me with spare buckets.
Something at least. It's not a good something.
Need to circle the neighbor to next. I missed the guy from the Citadel. Thank goodness. It's alright.
We can
Fifth
always
circle, and you go down one.
travel back up there later.
Yeah. We got the stable masters.
I'm just grabbing every quest I see in case we
Oh,
run
wait,
past
wait.
the people. You know? I like these clusters of quests whenever they do this.
Yeah.
Makes it easy to explore the city too at the same time. Oh, I missed the way. I was following your lead.
Where is it?
That's back up.
Oh, on the other side, should be a stable master. Yeah, okay, right here.
Aha! Gate of Stones. Do you guys ever throw stones down at the people below and then
That's
just say,
why
well,
the things are on each side, so they have to run underneath here,
mm-hmm.
so they can drop stones on them as they go through the tunnel.
Oh, and they're enemies, sure. I meant
Just
on
for
the
fun.
fellow Gondorians.
No, because they're not psychopaths.
It's the Gate of Stones. Drop a pebble. Black House of Plague.
Discovered the Black House.
Hey, there's the Lord Master Trainer. Right there. Anything new to sell that's important? Any new? No, that's Lure the Blade. Leaf and Twig. I have all those. Book of Beasts. Alright. See you later, lady.
You pour water on them.
The House of Healing, right?
Merindel. Miradil.
I am the warden of the stores. It is a difficult
The Council of
responsibility.
Resolutions are already written. It was very fast. As good as is such haste, for it usually takes much longer for the orders of the Council to be put into action. Everyone is worried about what lies ahead and spurs them to move with haste. I am the warden of the stores, which means that all the food and goods brought into the city fall within the scope of my duty. I find where they can be stored safely and free from theft or spoilage, and ensure that the folk who need access to them have it. I must confess some trepidation to you. If the city is besieged, I will surely become the most hated man in Minas Tirith. The man who rations the food is never loved by the hungry. This resolution will allow me to conduct a full inventory of the store, so I will know how much food and other supplies we will have at our disposal. If the gates are sealed by war, that inventory may become very important indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Oh. Grab this black.
we're back up to the horse. Maybe run up to Citadel first. Get that one, then take the horse back down to the second level.
But where is the horse and its rider?
Right at this ramp.
Oh, okay. I'll go tell Thad and King.
A little bit late for that, buddy.
That battle hasn't happened yet, right?
He's outside the gates. He's not here yet. He's got a ways to go.
I'm not emotionally ready for that yet. Give me some more time.
Right now, he's getting the horse and rider together.
Yeah. Ugh. So I have a very weird story to tell you. It probably won't surprise you though.
These are troublesome times
Which
indeed.
one?
It should be the main gate players tier. Wait a minute.
I have too many quests to tell.
We only get up to the sages tier.
We may just have to run down and grab the Sage's tier.
Yeah, let's do that. So what are we on?
It's a Master's tier right now. 14 on the open cinematic where you help affirm the character creation. My narrative was hilarious with the in-date scenes. There you go. So I've got a deck for Magic for Commander that is 5 colors, right?
Okay.
Love that deck. I can play really big monsters really cheap. And one of the cards I put in there, I can only do that when my commander's on the board. So it's not like I can just do it all the time. But one of my cards that I put in there is called the Millennium Calendar. Do you know what that card does?
No.
Okay. I always have to ask because I don't know if new cards are like reprints of old cards or not that you might already know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be telling someone that knows a lot more about Magic than I do what a card does, you know?
Okay, where's this guy at? Oh, he's over there.
He won't let us go down. He's right there, too.
Yeah. Won't let us jump off, though.
But basically, the Millennium Calendar is a card that, as you do game actions, builds tokens.
Okay.
And those tokens aren't like regular tokens you create, right? They're not playable or anything, but it's almost like a counter, right?
Is it mana?
It's not mana. It's a like set counter that raises every turn as you do these actions, and
Yeah.
you can spend mana to double the number of counters.
Oh.
When you get to 1,000,000 counters, you win the game.
Oh, okay.
And so whenever I play that card, it's people always trying to remove it before it can be, get to that point or stop me from doing those actions. But Wizard sells a counter that goes to, I think it's 100,000, not 1,000,000, but either way, they sell a counter that goes to that number, right? For like $30.
For that one card.
Right. Which is ridiculous. But on Etsy, you can get a counter for it for like $3.
Yeah.
Which is what I did. And that
Yeah.
notification a minute ago from my phone was Etsy telling me that it had been delivered.
Nice. I've got it.
No, I got a video planned. I do, as you know, I do a video every year on like the Warhammer models I've built for the year. I've got one planned on the Magic decks I built this year, just because I think that's fun to talk about.
Right on.
I don't think it's going to appeal to like everybody,
Yeah.
but I like talking about why I constructed a deck in a certain way, And let's be honest, they're easy videos to make around Christmas. 'Cause
Right now.
that's a very busy time of the year. The lore Neath, this one's mine.
Right.
The funniest thing with that card, though, is that I've never won because of that card. But when people focus on that card, I get to keep my commander out longer to play big monsters. So I want the counter not because I think it'll happen, but because I want people to think it could happen. Bless you.
Gondor needs your aid.
I don't. People are weird because, like, if you have that, like, it's going to take a while for you to build that out.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's at least 10 turns, right?
All right, yeah. I'm gonna let you waste your time on that and then either steal it or destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I can steal it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, look what I have. It's like your time's limited. Okay, so we got that.
Yeah, exactly, Rewas. You got it.
I have to go back up to the daggum citadel.
Okay.
Go back up to the master's tier.
Yeah. Swift travel or
How may I
regular?
help you, friend?
Let's swift travel this.
Let's do it. I feel like I'll get more used to this city the more that I quest in it.
Well, it's not a hard layout because it's just, you know,
Mhm.
it's one
Always
of
climbing.
time. It's just with the way stuff's laid in there, it's hard to.
Yeah, right. I'm really excited for that Warhammer video this year because I've kit bashed a lot of stuff, so it won't be as much of just, hey, here's regular models that I built, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be, here's what I did with mine.
Nice.
I've got an Iron Strider Ballistari for AdMech that I turned into a dinosaur.
All right.
Like, you know, it's a robot dinosaur, but still.
But still, yes.
The only thing it doesn't have is little arms.
Now that the election's over, I've been getting a bunch of. I got a bunch of D&D ads.
Oh, I'm sure.
Man, I can't stand them.
Mm-hmm.
So, the new. You're not in an interview.
Right.
Nobody asked you that.
Yeah.
It's cringy as hell. Stop it.
Yeah. No, I do not own any Titans. Those are too expensive for me. The black giant crabs with sticks. They don't like it. I wouldn't think so.
What?
I would be surprised if they did. No, I've been getting a lot of D&D ads, which is funny because other than when I'm talking with you, I don't really talk about D&D, right?
Yeah.
I talk about Pathfinder. I don't get any Pathfinder ads. So I know they're not paying the money that Wizards is paying.
Thank you for
Right.
bringing this resolution.
They didn't mess up as bad as Wizards.
That's
Wizards,
also true.
Wizards did. There's no way they can do a commercial with them as good as. There's nothing they can do that's going to help them as much as what Wizards did.
That's already very true.
You know, that helped Pathfinder more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful that you brought the council's resolution to me with such haste. As the warden of the coffers, it is my duty to maintain the guard upon the treasury. To my relief, the council agreed with my proposal that the guard upon the treasury doors be increased. If the city is soon besieged, as it seems certain, the gravest threats to the coin of the city might be the enemies outside the walls, might not be the enemies outside the walls, but the folks within them. Indeed, an unsavory group has already begun speaking out against the council and the steward, and I'm sure they would try to pilfer the treasury if given the opportunity. I thank you once more for bringing me the resolution.
I probably could, Remas. I've fully come to terms with the fact that if I ever go to a tournament, I can only use a couple of my armies. Because proxy models are so much cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
I don't play at tournaments at all right now. If I ever choose to, I got a couple armies that are all GW plastic. The rest aren't, and that's just fine. Plus, Etsy lets me use a firm, so I can pay them off over time.
There you go. Third-party Titans on the cheaper side.
Oh, it's crazy. There's a Space Marine model called a Thunderhawk. It's really cool. It's this like big plane transport thing. GW wants $1,200 for it. The Etsy model is $30. Except for trying to proxy a whole army with Gunpla. They kick you out for that, then they are wrong. The rules say they will, but they're still wrong.
How may I help you, friend?
Okay, we need... Move my legend. Get down to the soldiers tier.
Soldiers
I'm
tier.
just gonna write this one down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Save a couple of copper.
Now, do I want to spend $30 on a transport that has terrible rules? No. But I'm definitely going to buy that one before I buy the $1,200 one.
Yeah.
You know?
But y'all are awfully proud of this
Mm-hmm.
transformation. Why not? Domino's done it.
If you claim they're Tau, some people might not know the difference. One of my favorite little proxy things is that with all of my armies that aren't Space Marines,
Yeah.
I can say, all right, they have these weapons. And the other person I'm playing with will go, sure, okay, because they don't know what those weapons look like. I'm not cheating because I'm not then later going, well, actually, it was this weapon. I'm going to use it instead. I'm sticking with one weapon for the whole game. But I don't have to magnetize those little models
Yeah.
because they don't know. This time I came in, they're Dark Lances. Next time I come in, maybe they're going to be Fire Lances. Who knows? Oh, and some people make it, like, some people try to ruin it for everybody else, of course.
Yeah.
But some people will be like, okay, well, in this squad, these two guys have Dark Lances. These two guys have Fire Lances, but the guns all look the same. It's like, that's going to be confusing. But if I just walk up and go, yeah, all these guys have Dark Lances. Sure. Okay.
Sounds good.
At first, I tried to care about it when I was building my Tau. And it was like, all right, this weapon is this. But what is this weapon? And the instructions don't tell you
Yeah.
what weapon's what. So after like 2 hours of Googling, when I finally found the right answer, I was like, I don't think I care about this anymore. Then they put out the codex,
Yeah.
and the codex shows you the weapons, and GW mislabeled them.
Okay, don't put like an Autobot or Decepticon transformer though. Get one off a telephone pole. Big gray thing.
Yep, this is my Warhound Titan.
Yeah.
That's great. That would be hilarious. This is not a bad ride, you know?
Yeah.
Going through the city, it's kind of cool. I did think when Imrahil was carrying Faramir through the city, everybody had to see him do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what a better way to do it would have been, but
Well, it kind of makes sense because in the books, everybody knows. You know, and Gandalf really is trying to find, you know, Denethor. Those like, oh, he's dead because he needs he needs him to be dead.
Yeah.
For his desperation to be complete.
Right.
You know? With that, and Gandalf's, you know, trying to start rumors back that no, Faramir's just fine.
yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, to me, that's when proxying goes too far. When you go, you know, hey, this unit is actually going to be this unit, and this other unit is going to be this other unit. It's like, okay, look, that gets confusing fast.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your models have to be those models. Just get something that looks similar enough. Or like, there's a set of models I want to get when I have the extra, that are, which by what I mean when I pay off some of the other firms. But there's the Electro Priest models for AdMech that GW sells are like these shirtless dudes that are blue. It's like, I don't love that look, right? But there's some that are on Etsy that are like more priest-like, that have these long electro staffs. I'm probably going to get those. They don't look a lot like the regular model, but it should be obvious what they are from a distance, because they got the electro staffs.
Okay. I jumped over that guy.
All this could be Greek to you, huh?
Oh, no, that's fine.
You have some points of reference, though. You've
Yeah.
seen some stuff.
I think it's safe to say I've known about Warhammer longer than you.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely don't know the details of it. That's what goes to road tech and lacrosse.
Yeah.
Still kind of waiting to see how that come back goes.
Oh, I want to see a new Macross do well. So bad. I'm afraid it won't, but I want it to.
I'm interested. I'm pushing the bucket.
I'd rather you come in dressed as a guardsman than come in dressed like one guy did that had to be kicked out.
I am the captain of the garrison.
Go ahead
I
and
take
dress
my
like a blood
duty
angel.
most serious.
That would be great. This guy was dressed as like he was a fan of a certain Austrian painter.
There was a Fallout. Oh, okay. There's a mod, pretty big mod for Fallout 4 that gives you a companion.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a blood angel.
Nice.
So you could have a Gundam suit with a blood angel following you.
I mean, that's the dream, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know. Somebody's, I'm sure. Thank you for bringing this to me so quickly. I am the captain of the garrison, which means in training command of warriors in the city falls to me. I take this duty very seriously. At the latest council meeting, I spoke on behalf of my men. The garrison lacks the weapons and armors needed to mount a true defense of the city, should our enemies breach the gate. Furthermore, we simply do not have enough men. To that end, I argued that the scouts should be recalled from the Pelennor and Talith Anor and put to work as part of the garrison. Parthadan did not like this suggestion. When you have finished with this duty, perhaps you could see his tempers if his temper is cooled. The council did not agree with me, and there is much sympathy for the ideas of Parthadan. Still, the Guild of Smiths has been commanded to double its production of weapons and shields, so the men I do have can hope to be better equipped for the battle ahead. It is not everything for which I hope, but at least something.
I love that
Right.
what could have been aimed at anyone. It could have been aimed at any of the things we had been talking about.
Right.
But yes, if he asks about Horus, you should run.
Hey, can I get you something to drink? Or is it blood for the Blood King or something like that?
No, that's corn. Blood for the Blood God, yeah.
Blood for the Blood
If the
God.
Blood Angel's saying that, you should definitely run.
We'll go on to the end. There's a bar down here at the end of the soldier stair.
Okay.
There's this. Get your stuff done.
So, as usual with anything, right, there are people that go too far with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
There is a very famous story in the Warhammer community of a guy that was too into Blood Angels, right? And when he was working out at the gym, he would just yell about Horus. Because in his mind, he was a Blood Angel working out. And he would just scream out, Horus, why did you betray me? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, buddy.
Calm down. I think that.
Here's the boys.
Yeah.
Still wanting to kill a Mumak, huh?
My brother and I have been teaching the folk here how to bring down a Muma.
Greetings. My brother and I have been teaching the folk here where to shoot at a mumak in order to bring it down. This crafted fellow is not as large as one of the actual beasts, but it still serves as good practice for letting fly our arrows. If you retrieve the arrows I've already fired and give them to my brother, he'll be able to practice. Masters for his turn for a while now.
I like Remus' response is, that sounds awesome. What do you mean? He doesn't need to calm down. He just do it more.
Like whatever it takes to get you pumped, buddy.
Oh, I'm getting a lag now. Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's the brother.
I mean, look,
It's
if
not
he
a
was...
bad makeshift Mumako guy.
No, it's not bad at all. If he was doing it and I'm in the gym for some reason with him, I'm just going to put my earbuds in, let him do it. I'm not going to go talk to him.
The city anywhere.
See, me being the dummy that I am, I would think he's being Egyptian, not being Warhammery.
That's fair.
Well, I'd probably be like, I don't know. It was the will of Isis. What do you want me to say, Osiris said so.
As I left, though, I would just give him a nod and just go, blood protect you, brother, and then leave.
Probably just make it, whoa!
Yeah, you're probably right, Remus.
Thank you. Have you seen our father around the city? I only ask because we've not yet seen him since we returned, and I'm afraid he might be rather cross with us. You see, he commanded us not to leave the city, but we left anyway.
Yeah, I know.
You understand, I am sure. There were Mumakil to hunt. And furthermore, we learned how best to bring down the mighty beast. That must be worth something, even to our stern and disapproving father. Find him in the city for us. He'll be atop the wall somewhere in the second circle, probably with a view of the gate to the city. Perhaps you can plead on behalf of leniency. He will be stern, I do not doubt it, but perhaps you can convince him that we need not be reprimanded for this adventure of ours. It ended happily, did it not?
You guys talk like you actually got a Mumak.
Right? Well, where's our book? We gotta go. Council of Gondor meets in
This guy's the only thing good.
We've got that. We've got these two guys.
This is one of my small complaints with LOTRO. We come to this pub. I go to the shop. And it's the same shop I could get in Bree.
Yeah.
I want special stuff at this tavern key.
on 6 hurdle. Peregrine took and we found some in the Citadel. Taverns. So where is Othnar?
Althnar's back up at the Sages, right?
Wait. Did we already got that? We have to complete the Council of Gondor. Okay, yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Guard of the Citadel. I'm showing that up there.
Mine is saying we got to talk to Parthadan in Council of
Okay,
Gondor.
there it is. And then Native Discipline.
Yeah. Hi, Bandit.
Dinner here. What's up, Warband?
That's very true. How you doing, Bandit?
Okay. Boom.
I wish it didn't still keep the circle where we are completing, like we're in the process of doing that quest.
Yeah.
Makes me think we forgot something.
There we go. Okay, go all the way across the other side. Staying on this level.
Just make the rounds. This is one of the bigger levels. I really enjoyed it, except for Alejandro Corner.
Yes, it was Gundam. It's weird. They'll put out like a 50 episode series, right? 54 episodes. It's like, man, this could be done like 10 or 20 at most, you know? And then I have one that's 24 episodes. It's like, you know what? That could have been at least 30.
Yeah.
40. We could have had a little bit more into this.
Well, you know what the answer to that is, don't you?
Eh.
It's the manga.
Probably. Probably.
That's where you get all that extra time and everything, you know. Breathe.
But that's not part of the deal.
That's right. You're experiencing it the way 99% of the fan base experiences it.
Yes. And they're still fans.
Mm-hmm. No, Bandit, it was just as good as I remember when it comes to the characters that I like and when it comes to the plot threads that I enjoy and the fights. Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, there's a lot about it it's weird. A lot about it is like, all right, that's
My
the best I've seen
sons
so
must
far.
learn to
As
obey
far
my
as
words.
2007.
Yeah.
Be no
Really good
sons
art.
of mine.
You know, all I think it's at the score earlier and a few other things. So, you know, it's pretty solid, but it really falls on
Yeah, except
the actual like big picture story.
I just don't like Alejandro Corner. He drags the whole thing down so much.
Yeah. I know you. You are the man that brought my boys back to the city. You have my thanks for that. I will have some words for them when I catch them. I don't mind telling you. I am the Lord of the Black Root Vale, and within those boundaries, my command is the law. Outside of them, I am given authority over by others by the grant of the council and the steward. But in affairs of my own house and over the actions of my sons, I have complete authority, no matter where I am. Didn't hear thunders his displeasure, and some of the men nearby shrink away involuntarily. I commanded them to stay within the city for their own safety. What would I tell their mother if they run afoul of some evil Ithilien? Rosfin would never let me hear the end of it. Tell me where they are, and I will teach them obedience. You tell them they learn something valuable about fighting Mumakil, that you can find them in the tavern in Minas Tirith named for the beasts. I know the place. If you will help my men finishing gathering up these bows, swords, and shields, I will meet you there. My sons must learn to obey my words, or there will be no sons of mine.
No, I agree. The Alvatore definitely fits him. I think there's such an interesting setup there of the Gundams are losing, one of them has died, you know, the fight is ongoing, and then the Alvatore just shows up and ruins it.
It's also, the Alvatore is also a little bit like the opposite of a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
You know? It's like all of a sudden, hey, there's a ship behind us. They got 5 pseudo GNX drive, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
It almost, because it has no setup, it almost feels like you said, a Deus Ex Machina of like, you know, this thing causes the plot to move forward as compared to being the plot just naturally moving forward.
Yeah.
Like the reason Alleluia gets in the point where he and Hallelujah have to work together is because he gets shot by the Alvatore. The reason that the Nodle is in such bad shape is he gets shot at by the Alvatore. You know? What happens to the Ptolemaios happens because it got shot by the Alvatore.
Yeah.
Not because of Sergei's good planning, not because of Caddy Monikin's, what's it called, predictions, not because of the great piloting by Daryl or Soma Pires or any of that. It's just the Alvatore. Like, you set up all these really cool characters, and then you go, yeah, but they need some help. Here we go. It's kind of like if the DM of a game was like, all right, I'm just going to throw a dragon at you now. Not because it works for the story or anything like that, just because you're doing too well.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. I see why, then.
See, y'all are 4th level. Y'all have done really well with that one. Killed all my guys right quick. Oh, you know what? A Tarask shows up.
Yep. Good luck.
That should raise the stakes.
I do think it's a nice touch with the Alvatore itself when it's mobile suit form and the shields have to move forward to activate the GN field. I think that's a nice touch. But the wings, I guess. But that's about all I like from it.
Something we're getting close to. Something we're getting close to.
Okay.
And furthermore...
You have arrived to
furthermore-
find Lord Dunhere at mid-shout. As my sons, you are responsible for my good name. You not do as I command, folks will look at you at your example and say, Dunhere cannot even control his own sons. What sort of man is that? And furthermore, Dunhere splutters into silence. Amen.
Can I have a try? I will show you how this is done, I warrant.
Lord Dunhere stares at the sight of the arrows flying towards the makeshift Mumak and silent for a moment. Suddenly he erupts once again, but with quite a different exclamation. Ah! A palpable hit, Derfin. That is the way. Why did you not tell me about this? This exercise seems to be quite a useful one. I will try, my son. I will show you how this is done, I warrant. You will see your sire get it on his first try, Dunley. You don't stay mad at my boys. They get their skill of archery from me, you know. Whap! Whap!
How did your stream go, by the way, Bandit? Forgot to ask.
Do you see? There is nothing to worry about after
See,
all.
there's nothing to worry about after all. He's never been able to stay mad at Deref Enemy for very long. Our mother thinks we remind him of himself when he was young, or perhaps old. He insists he has not changed after all. Thank you once again, my friend. We'll be here practicing our technique. The battle comes. We'll be ready.
It's not at all how I thought that was going to go. That's great.
All right, go ahead and finish up a couple of others. Finish the first part of Book 4 of Chapter 4.
Yeah, we have about 30 minutes left. We should be able to help Pippin out and finish the council's quest here.
All right, well, where do we need to go? I'm going to look at the other one.
I built a deck around Peregrine Took for Commander, and I keep calling him Pippin, which is a problem because there's a whole different card named Pippin.
Okay.
And it makes me mad because I want the card effect from Peregrine Took, but I want to call it Pippin.
It's called the deck Pippin.
Show up, go, yeah, I'm going to play Pippin today. And people go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then I pull out Peregrine and they go,
Right.
There was a, many years ago, there was a championship tournament that got ruined because of something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Where a guy was playing, I don't know the full name of the card, but it was like Moskrod or something.
Yeah.
And there's two versions of that card. And he was playing like the erupted one or something like that version, and not the regular version. And so whenever the enemy used a card that you have to name a specific card, he just said the first name
Yeah.
and didn't say the second. And the judges ruled with him on it, but it still was scummy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, clearly he meant the one you're playing. Proxy him. That would be even more confusing.
Can't proxy in tournaments.
I have a big bugbear when it comes to proxying Magic cards specifically. And maybe it's just me being annoying about it, but once you start doing that, people start bringing up Black Lotuses and stuff, you know, and at that point, we're playing a very different game.
Yeah. You can... Yeah, if everybody starts proxying cards, you can start the game and lose it before you even get to play.
Yeah.
So that's it. If somebody pulls out the right cards.
Mm-hmm.
They're all one-ton decks. Let's go up to... Sages.
He's in the 6 circles.
No.
Yeah.
That's the players tier? Where is that? I'm gonna go up to the masters tier.
Okey doke.
These are
Swift or
troublesome
regular?
times
See the
indeed.
regular.
Stupid.
I'm gonna have to pay rent on the kinship house soon. So.
Yeah, I understand.
Save some copper. Save your pennies.
No, and it makes me sound like a hypocrite when it comes to like, and I, you know, people are hypocrites, but with like Warhammer, I'm all for proxying. With Magic, I'm very against proxying. It's like, yeah, but those two games are very different from each other, you know?
Yeah.
In Warhammer, you're just proxying a data sheet that is the same every time. In Magic, you're proxying something that not everybody has access to, you know?
Well, if they proxy it, they do.
That's true.
Just everybody proxy.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the first 9 cards I'm proxying are.
Right. And that's the problem.
Black Lotus, get all the moxes.
And there are some really cool proxy decks that have like Legend of Zelda art and Gundam art and stuff like that that you can get that artists have made. But then if I'm playing against you, how do you know what cards I'm playing? You know?
You gotta write it on the card.
Yeah. Yes, so. And make sure that people can read it. It's
Yeah.
big enough print.
Yeah.
There's a Gundam version of Shorikai, which is an artifact creature commander. And I really wanted to get it, and I was like, no, I'm against proxying in Magic, so I can't.
Magic has got so far off though that I was like, alright, I'm gonna play Peregrine Took,
Mhm.
and he's gonna get the power armor,
Yep.
and then
He's gonna crew the battle bus,
yeah.
and now SpongeBob.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. I think at some point we're gonna get a version of Commander, because we already have a version of Standard that didn't allow Universes Beyond. They just recently said that Standard had to allow Universes Beyond, but only the new ones going forward.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get another mode for Standard and another mode for Commander that both don't have Universes Beyond in them, because people are not happy. I don't blame them. Been playing the game for 30 years, you know, however long the game's been around, I don't know.
Yeah, about.
Just about 30.
Yeah.
You don't want that stuff in there. You want characters you recognize, you know. You don't want to see Bill Ferny. You want to see Chandra. And
Personally, I'd rather not have Lord of the Rings or Fallout or Gundam to have anything to do with Magic.
I understand.
It's a completely different world.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think, you know, they need that different mode to give you that option. And it doesn't need to be something that players have to do.
I mean, I got really nothing against crossovers, but so many crossovers just seem to be done just for cheap. Not, you know.
Oh, yeah. And at least for what it's worth, the Magic ones are really, for the most part, well done. Right? Like they put thought into what the cards should be, how they should do, how balanced they should be. But there are still some things that are too much for even me with that. Like, I have Lord of the Rings decks. I have Warhammer decks in Magic. I'm not going to make a SpongeBob deck.
If they start going up, jump off.
Jump off?
Yeah, it's not real.
SpongeBob's too far even for me. And I'm sure they're making lots of money.
There they are, the picnic lunches.
we're now carrying it. So we gotta take this up to the pier, right?
The end of the pier, yeah. Wait a minute. Why did I drop it? No, it's still
I'm
carrying.
carrying mine.
Nah, but it says talk to carry the picnic lunch.
Maybe
to
because
wa-
we're in a group?
Maybe. It's a watch point at the end.
Thankfully, this one seems to have a long timer on it.
Yeah. That's some more of that orc food that we got in Isengard, which runs super quick.
Yeah, that stuff was great. That stuff was wonderful. Oh, here's Parthadan.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know what to
Yeah, it'll let me talk to him.
Okay.
As the Warden of the Green,
Akadon
it's
sent
my
you.
duty
I have nothing to say to
preserve
them.
the town.
As a Warden of the Green, it's my duty to preserve the town lands and its people. I refuse now, as I refuse then, to call back the few scouts and guards and now defend them. They are the folk who will first face the swords and axes of the orcs. I recovered my temper. The council dismissed the suggestion. That made me feel rather better. I compiled a report of the situation on the Pelennor fields. Can I trust you to deliver it to Talahir, the Warden of the Walls? Many of the farms there have been evacuated, and this report may help their owners receive recompense. Their homes were destroyed by the orcs. Talahir can be found in the second city of the circle of the city.
Makes sense. That's a long way back down, but just deliver this first.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, you got it, Ramos. I do think I'm absolutely part of the problem, right? When those Final Fantasy decks come out, I'm gonna get them. Doesn't matter how long I have to pay them off. I'm gonna get them. But I'm the reason they keep doing it, you know? Because I'm the person that goes, yeah, I want those Lord of the Rings cards. They look cool. And that's why if I ever make a video on the topic, I will have to preface it with, hey, I'm part of the issue. I'm not sitting here from the outside being like, yeah, they should do it. But I do feel like because I'm part of the problem, they absolutely should have a mode where people don't have to deal with players like me.
All right.
You know? People that just want to play regular Magic should be able to do that.
Well, they used to do, you'd have, like, the tournament would be a type. You'd have a Type 1 tournament or Type 2 tournament. Type 1 allowed in stuff like, you know, if you had a Black Lotus,
Yeah, you can still play it.
Type 1.
I think there's still that mode, too. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Because you have Pauper, which is the opposite. You're not allowed any card that has some greater value than $10 in there. And you have Pioneer, I think it might be, that lets you play. That also is true, Ramos. I do like both of those series. I'm not going to fall off. I just want to...
Do not be shy, my friend. Let us
Look at this
dig
delicious
in.
spread. I see why Gandalf spoke so highly of the Thirsty Seer. It is his favorite tavern in Minas Tirith. Apparently, and I can see why. Well, do not be shy, my friend. Let's dig in. We can talk after we have taken the edges off from our appetites.
That is a wonderful view.
Eat some picnic food.
It'll be better once the sun is up again, but you know.
Yeah. Chow down up here.
Yeah, I'm getting the Final Fantasy cards when they come out because I want to be able to play that awesome looking art of Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy VI, you know? Not because I want to see how much money I can make from that card in 10 years.
Well, as long as you got a good reason, I guess.
I don't know if it's a good reason, but...
That is a good start, but by no means then. I will nibble a bit while we speak, if that is all right. With you? You asked Pippin how he came to the White City. Oh, Gandalf brought me here. I slept much of the way, but Shadowfax is swift of his kind, and he was a gallop for most of the journey. Why did we leave our friends behind? Well, Gandalf thought he just thought that I should see Minas Tirith, that's all.
Oh, that's all.
The others had their own plans, and, you know, he's a wizard. Pippin awkwardly stops speaking and picks at the food in silence. You wonder at his sudden evasiveness and decide to have a little more of the lunch.
Those people just turn into scalpers later on, you know?
Basically.
I'll have a mug here while hopefully Pippin figures out how he wants to tell us he looked into the Palantir.
I wasn't entirely honest with you, and I'm sorry for it. Gandalf did not bring me to Minas Tirith without cause, as simple sightseeing trips. I know you were not deceived, but it is difficult to speak of, and I'm still ashamed that I might have worked some harm. Not on purpose. Gandalf called me a fool once, or twice, and he was right to do so, but I would never endanger my friends on purpose. There was an artifact at Isengard. One-Tongue threw it down from the tower, intending to do some harm to either Saruman or Gandalf, and I saved it from rolling away into a pool. Gandalf claimed it soon afterward, but not soon enough. I found I could not stop thinking about the Dark Cloak. I stole it away from the wizard when he slept and looked into it. I saw... Pippin trails away in the silence, shame and fear written upon his face.
Yeah.
Pippin stands and gazes off into the distance. I saw a tall tower in the black sky, and wheeling shapes like bats, but much larger, and more frightening.
I know what those are.
And then I saw him. He looked at me, and his voice came not to my ears, but to my mind, if that makes any sense. He asked me questions. When I did not answer, I felt searing pain. I told him I was a hobbit, and his laughter was cruel. He said that I would see him soon. And then Gandalf broke the spell and took away the stone. The artifact was a seeing stone. Palantir and Saruman had used it to communicate with his Dark Master. Gandalf would not tell me very much about the stone, but he seemed to think we escaped a much worse fate through a lucky chance of good fortune. I think he was right. I could not turn my eyes away from the stone, and if that horrible figure had continued his questions, I know I would have answered it. What else might he have showed me in the Palantir? I cannot guess, do not wish to. This is not the sort of conversations for a picnic. Let us clean up our food and speak again back at my post.
I like this placement here, in a way, even more than in the original story.
Yeah?
Because by talking to him here, and him saying the effect it had on him, we know Denethor is right over there, also using a Palantir.
Yeah.
You know? And I think it just works really well.
We don't know Denethor's got a Palantir yet.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I had a vision that he was using it, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Over here and talk to Barrington again.
He'll have mysteriously moved all the way over there by the time we get back.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Spoilers for a super old work of art that you should check out.
The book was written in the 50s, I think. The Hobbit was written in the 30s.
I think it's out of the spoiler territory now.
I think so. Not the movies.
Are they not?
They're only 20 years old.
Spoiler used to be 7 years. You had 7 years until something was...
Well, fair enough.
I don't know if people still do that anymore or not.
Oh, now I got all kinds of stuff I can talk about. Hold on.
Let's talk about Rosebud.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Rosebud is a sled.
There may once have been good reasons for
I would like to
using such
apologize for
stones.
spoiling our picnic with such
No
frightening
longer.
conversation. The food was delicious and the company was excellent, of course. But I should not have spoken so much about the seeing stone and what I saw within it. You assure Pippin that it did not ruin the picnic and that you were simply glad he's all right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying so, my friend. I will give such artifacts a wide berth from now on. I can assure you of that. There may have once been good reason for using them, Gandalf says, but now that there's so much trouble in... Well, you know what land I mean. Now that there's so much trouble away to the east, I dare say no one should peek into one of these stones, ever. I will get back to my duties now. It was nice to see you again.
2 hobbits.
All right.
Or a hobbit and his elk.
All right. So, gotta go do the Council of Gondor, so we gotta go
Back to
report
the
to
second tier?
circle.
Yeah.
Run down here
Then we should be able to talk to Gandalf.
and get the horse now.
I'm sorry, Mithrandir.
Mithrandir.
Can't call him Gandalf. We gotta look into one. I think we almost did once, right?
A Palantir?
Yeah.
If I can help it. I've got a... Oh, wait. No, to the right. There you go. Do you mean one of these?
Oh no!
One of these right here?
No!
Is this what you're talking about? I should have shown it to Pippin.
Don't get lost in there. Come back.
All right, we'll keep moving on.
So is that a account-wide emote?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from?
Special email. You gotta do some special things.
Ooh, okay. That's cool.
Do it. There it is, Palantir. Be a dark side.
That's perfect. I forgot you had that. So the soldiers tier, right?
Yeah, that's the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Soldiers tier.
Gondor needs your aid.
Ride down there.
Let's do it.
Right on through.
Right on, right time, right on time. That's from Kamen Rider O's.
I think this is gonna work out when we finish out to where we have something really. The part I was waiting on will be it'll be the start of next. I think.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember exactly.
That'll be nifty.
You would think so, huh? The.
I don't know what it is, so I'm trusting you.
I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know what it is.
Oh, is it Pelennor?
Not quite. It's one of the, it's right up there with war horses.
Oh, it's an epic battle.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh. I was legitimately getting excited. I was like, oh, something cool coming up. All right. Of course. I mean, that's perfect that we start a stream with an epic battle because you know how long those things can
Yes. Then where do we go on the
be.
server?
Remods.
How did I didn't get down to the soldiers tier. What the crap?
You pick a different one?
I guess I did. Maybe I accidentally hit sages. So,
Gondor needs your aid.
Remods
Soldier.
is excited at least for the epic battle.
I think we can wrap this up and go back and talk to Gandalf.
Yeah, I think so too.
Should be a new legendary track too. If I can check that.
I was looking for the epic battles tab. That under epic battles right there. Just
The
the
Epic Battles is under Epic Battles.
makes sense. Oh, I have 2 points to spend. I don't think that'll get me anything worthwhile. Or at least deactivate it. Because we're not in an epic battle?
Yeah.
That seems needless.
And you can't just go running around building traps out here, okay? Now, as nice as that would be,
Would be very cool.
you trap all these guys running towards me, and then a big lightning.
You know, they're doing a bunch of overhauls. When is the overhaul for epic battle?
About the same time, they overhaul the war steeds.
The worst part is I feel like their answer is, yeah, well, you know, we gave you the option to skip them. It's like, that's not...
No, their answer is soon.
Yeah.
Their answer is trademark.
Yeah.
Soon.
I'm going to look at this here. The great bit of boredom in your eyes. What is in the reward track now? We got...
I'm going to slide to the end, see what pets there are.
I wanted to see at 30, there's normally something there. Coffer of the Cozy Den. Coffer of Mari Craft. The Blonde Corgi.
At 50.
And at 150, there's 75 is the Outdoor Market. That's cool. What's 100? Parrot of the Fiery Sands. Well, I need that parrot, so it's a good thing that my captain is now earning
Yeah.
legendary XP, and my Bjorning is almost there.
Yeah, I kind of like the, I like that you can use multiple characters for that, for points and stuff.
Eventually, it'll be easy for me to get them because all my characters will be above that. So even just like little bits of questing here and there will give me
Yeah.
Court of Turin, Turumbar. I got the Saga of Turin as a magic card, and I didn't put it in any of my decks because I was afraid when I play it I would get sad.
Turin?
Turin Turumbar. It's a really good story. For as short as it is, really,
Yeah.
it makes me sad.
Wow. As long as you don't get one of the children cured.
Right?
That story's messed up.
Uh-huh. Baron and Luthien's another one of those that's really good for how short it is, you know?
Yeah, but it played such a huge part.
It does, absolutely.
You know, that was the story of. It's really funny because those are the stories that. That's the story that gives hope to Aragorn and Aragorn,
Mm-hmm.
right? And while Elrond's not happy about it, like he kind of settled with it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, but it also, it's kind of like that when two young teenagers in love and they're like, it's like Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that lasted 3 days and 6 people died, right?
Yeah, right.
What is this?
What is this? It is a report concerning the landlord holdings of folk who are to abandon their farms on the Pono. I see. I suppose Poseidon is doing his duty to take care of the townlands while preparing this report. But I think he is dreaming if he thinks the city will pay the owners of these farms for any damage the orcs have put upon them. Thal here snorts mirthlessly. Maybe dreaming if he thinks there'll be anyone left to repay them. The word out of Osgiliath is not good, and the army arrayed against us sounds vast. Well, I promise nothing, but bring this report back to Arador for filing. If we do survive the siege, and that must be coming, we may need paper to burn, and Poseidon's report may be good for that, at least.
Sure, sure.
Back up to the Dome of the Sun, which is on the 5th.
6th level. 6th circle.
6th Social was the Master Tier.
I almost feel like we better run this way and go up. Because there's a stable master right there.
Stable Master. Oh, and then the Alpha Ramp. The Hall of Lords.
Seems like an important hall to have.
Lands of Lore. Played the crap out of a game called Lands of Lore. I think there's like 6 of them.
Yeah.
But it was one of those games that couldn't have been. I was probably 19
Okay.
when it came out. And I don't want to know what year it came out because I'll be. Anyway. Here's the way up. Over here.
Okay.
But Patrick Stewart was the voice of the king in that.
Oh, nice.
Lands of Lore.
Very nice. And that one's not ringing any bells for me, but maybe if I saw a screenshot, it would, you know?
I don't know. It never got that big. But there's so many games from like that era.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
For me, it was Czar Burden of the Crown.
Well, I didn't know anybody. I recently saw a couple of Daggerfall videos,
Okay.
and I didn't realize anybody else even knew about that game.
Right. He is in the Masters tier.
Master Tier? Okay.
Gondor needs your aid.
That's not very far.
Lands of Lore? Is that what you said it was called?
Yeah,
Big Boss
that's the name of
Assessment?
the game. Like I said, I only played the first one. Lands of Lore. Lore.
Oh, okay. I never played it, but I remember seeing it in like a... It wasn't called PC Gamer at the time, but it's what it became. PC Start or something like that was the magazine.
Okay.
I remember seeing it in there.
Yeah.
Chad, I'm gonna show you in my little bubble.
Yeah, really. Yeah, maybe say a little bit. The pretty good game. It was fun. There's a couple games. I'm trying to remember the name of the one that was. They were the same type game, where you had to figure, like you were given a scene, and you had to figure out, try to figure.
Yeah.
The detective one, where you were a detective in like I think the 40s or something like that, was called Deja Vu.
Okay.
Was it called Shadowgate? I think it was called Shadowgate.
Okay.
Oh man, I love that game, but I hated it for like the first hours of playing it because it didn't. I rented the Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah.
Did not have a book with it or nothing like that. Put the game in, started up, shows you a doorway. You can't open. You got this scene. You're trying to click and everything. At the very top of the doorway is just this little symbol. You got to click on it, open it up. You can get a key out of it to open the door. Forever to find that. There's no hints to it or anything. You just got to, move around the scene until you pick it up.
Mine for that was a King's Quest game.
I've only played one. I played the first one.
I can't remember which one it is. It's the one that has the desert with the scorpion.
And that was in 19... Well, okay, this one had the desert and the scorpion. When you go up... it had dumb stuff, too.
4 I'm thinking of.
Cause like, you'd find a ladder, and you put place ladder in pocket. And
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
If you bowed before the king, your hat falls off.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, I think it was 4. But in this one, you had a scorpion that would attack you. And the right answer was to take a piece of cloth that you had ripped off earlier and put it over the stinger. But it doesn't work because you can still see the stinger sticking through the piece of cloth. But that was the solution to the puzzle. So I didn't try that because why would I?
Right. Because nothing else left.
Right. And that's how those games work.
Yeah.
I like the King's Quest games. I just think sometimes there's some garbage in there.
There was a space one that was kind of same format. It was called Roger Wilco.
Okay.
What it was called, which you would say either Roger or Wilco.
Right.
You would never say both. But that was a guy's name, Roger Wilco.
Makes sense.
It was kind of like King's Quest.
Dome of the Sun.
Go back into where the model is. Come on, come on.
Arador!
Oh, it ran to that. Come on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Those resolutions will help
I didn't re- I-
safeguard the city.
Okay. Thank you very
It
much.
does sound like Ali Al Sanchez.
The Council of... Actually, it was sounding like a Gladiator. The first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yeah. Or 300, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. These council resolutions will help the defenders of Minas Tirith's work to safeguard the city. I'll place a report from you and make sure that it's put in the proper place. But I thank Thalfir's belief that we should first survive the battle before... But I share Thalfir's belief that we should first survive the battle before thinking about the aftermath. I'm sure I'll see you again, friend. Take care of yourself until then.
Still think my favorite thing that he's been in is the musical movie. The movie of the musical, Les Miserables, where he plays Javert.
Yeah.
Just something about the way he played that role. I'm gonna word this nicely. I don't think his singing was necessarily great, right?
Yeah.
Compared to when you listen to the musical.
Compared to Hugh Jackman's, is that...
Well, Hugh Jackman's, he's got some tough spots in there too that make me go,
Right.
But his performance as the character Javert was really good.
I think they made a mistake making that a musical.
I love the musical itself. I think those actors would have been better in an actual movie
Yeah.
for that. You
Well,
know?
that, to me, that story needs like a movie, and making it a musical kind of takes away from the... Like, it's different when it's on stage,
Yeah, I agree.
you know?
I will say though, Eddie Redmayne, that played what is the guy's name? The boy, the empty chairs, empty tables dude. Marius, who played Marius.
Yeah.
He killed it on that song.
Nice.
Like, he went on to do other musicals later that were actual like stage musicals because he killed it on that song.
It's funny. Yeah. There's something, there's just this thing that happens, things that happen in life sometimes, and they end up being connected to words, even though it's not anything up with that.
Right. Hey,
What's up, King? I was, when I could work, I was driving a forklift. we had a guy started there, nice guy, young guy,
Yeah.
right? And we had a boss, another boss there. And I was feeling kind of bad for this guy because I'm pretty sure my thought was, this dude's gay. He just doesn't want to admit it,
Sure.
right? So, I'm doing something with the forklift. I'm standing on a forklift. The assistant manager of the night shift comes up. He's talking to me for a second. Guy comes out. I was like, man, I think he's gay. I just don't think he gets it yet. And the guy, my boss, was kind of looking at me like, no. The guy walks up to my forklift, looks at both of them and goes, hey, guys, do you like the sound of music? And my boss, I couldn't help but laugh a little bit. Not that liking the sound of music makes you gay,
Right.
or I've got anything against anybody that's gay.
I love the sound of music, by the way.
I take back what I said. But
He's got something against one person who likes
but my boss looked at him and was like, no, and just walked off.
The hills are alive, you know?
I was like, not really, Bob. I realize it's all circumstantial,
Yeah.
and that does not prove anything. At the same time, at that moment, it proved everything to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to find Mithrandir. Where is he?
He's right by me.
You standing over by him? Okay.
What did you miss, King? Just the stream.
Pretty much.
There you are.
There you are. I've been looking for you. The Prince of Dol Amroth was looking for someone to undertake a mission of some danger, and I suggested that you would make the ideal candidate. Hurry down to the first circle and learn if Imrahil is already sent someone else.
As you say again.
We can get down to the first circle, talk to Imrahil, and then probably finish it off for the night.
Sounds good. You do not have to apologize, King.
Not at all.
I am wore out myself. I understand.
No, I mean, it doesn't mean, we give you crap.
Also, just a heads up, King. There may not be a stream Friday. There probably won't be a stream Friday. Let me word this better. If there is a stream, it will be super late. And it will be super weird. And I will tell you for sure Friday morning.
Where are you at?
Right here.
But yeah, the stable master was not
Gondor needs your aid.
I wouldn't have put him there, personally.
swift travel down to the main gate.
That is not where I would have put that.
Oh, I guess 10 silver difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
Or
can't
Kindle Stars,
yank
sorry,
over
man.
one.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening. No, I am so burned out on Gunderbreaker 4. I've been streaming it since its release.
We went through it like 5 or 6 times, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there are some wonderful mods.
Yeah. I'm sure because human beings in general are, always keep things tasty and tactful.
Yeah.
You're over here in the
Here he is.
Mithrandir said you would be happy to undertake this errand. I am pleased to see that he was right. Well, first let me choose a new helmet.
Yeah. Also, he's given boxes of 2 essences, which is really nice.
Go to the north gate of the Ramas and learn why Ingol
When
has not come
Mithrandir
back.
came to the city, he told me that he passed through the north gate in Ramas Echo and spoke with his captain. He found Ingold supervising the repair of the wall and advised him that it came too late. Swords would be of more of use than trowels in this late hour. Ingold has not yet returned to the city, but they need to know the situation north of the Ramas. Go to the north gate of the Ramas Echo and learn why Ingold has not yet come back. I applaud him for bracing the wall and the gate in it, but he will be of no use to Gondor alive in Minas Tirith than dead at the. Will be of more use to Gondor alive in Minas Tirith than dead at the North Gate. Thank you. All right, better head out to the Ramas. We get back on next week.
Yeah. So, Friday might be a stream. Probably won't. If it is, be super late, be super weird, be super short. But we might just jump in and do something weird for an hour or so. Right. It's about the gameplay. Next Monday, we'll be back and we'll do an epic battle. Yay!
We gotta run out. I think there's a couple of people we gotta get and bring them back into the gate.
Be great.
So they show up there.
And then next Friday, Path of Exiles 2 is coming up real quick. Next Friday, we are probably going to start Remnant from the Ashes with War Bandit. He's never played that game. Looking for a break from Gunnerbreaker 4 for a little bit. Do a co-op run of that. That'll be fun. If Bandit can't make it, I will pick a different game that we will start on. Whether it'll be the first Mega Man game, we'll start working our way through theirs on Fridays when Bandit can't be there, or we'll do something weird till the end of the year and then start doing that when Bandit can't make it. Bandit's having to work a lot of Fridays lately, so. No.
Full time.
No.
Full all the time.
No.
8 hours a day.
No. But anyway, thanks so much everybody for coming out. Until next time. Oh, did you have anything else you want to say first? I'm sorry.
No.
Until next time, I've been Trey.
I've been Rummer.
And this has been the Full Spectrum with MMO Mondays. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. LOTRO has to offer.
Good night, all.